I want to tell you how this all started. I was looking for a summer sandal and I fell in love with the Saint-Tropez sandal, which I just found from Googling around. And apparently it's this style of sandal that is sold, it's like traditionally sold on Saint-Tropez, which I guess is a beach in the south of France. So how amazing is that, right? And there's all different kinds you can find and they're really expensive. I've actually had a pair that I got that were like a leather version of them and I loved them, but they were so uncomfortable I could barely wear them. So I was obsessively Googling and searching last summer, and that is how I found Okabashi sandals. Now, Okabashi sandals have become my favorite sandals, maybe my favorite shoes. And I've got my first pair. So I found their Journey Shoreline sandal, which looks like the Saint-Tropez sandal, except it's completely washable. Like you can chuck it in the dishwasher. So I have spent all year wishing that I had these sandals and pining after them. But in the meantime, I was at my local Walgreens and they sell Okabashi sandals and they don't sell the whole range. They sell like a limited amount. And I found, this was last summer, I found these at Walgreens. So I decided, well, I will give them a try because you don't have to pay shipping. They're right here. They were on sale. I think they were half off. They were $11 or $12. Okabashi sandals are made in the USA. Okabashi is like a Japanese word that means something about being healthy. I can't remember exactly, but they're made in Beaufort, Georgia. They're a family-owned company. So I love that. I love when I can buy USA made. I love family-owned companies, and also the fact that these are completely washable is just awesome. We live out in the country. If you live out in the country, you might relate. Well, it's Kentucky, so in the summer it's quite humid for one thing. And I love espadrilles, but espadrilles are not the best shoes for Kentucky countryside because it seems like it rains just about every other day and we're out in the yard a lot and the yard is wet even if it hasn't rained. So espadrilles are not really great, I think, unless you live in like a drier climate or where you have like a gravel path you could walk on. I think then they'd be perfect. When I lived in Spain, I loved my espadrilles for walking around the city and they were perfect for that, but I'll get into that later in the video. But I wanted to share my summer sandal haul with you. These are from last year. I can vouch for these. I have been wearing these for an entire year, except obviously in the winter, but I brought them out again now that the weather's warming up. I absolutely love these sandals. They have this arch support here that is so comfortable, and I've thrown them in the dishwasher many times and they've come out just as good as new. They're a little bit dirty right now from a lot of wear, but these are also kind of like my summer slippers and house shoes in the house too. They're very comfortable. These are called the Venice and they still are for sale on their website, and they come in many different colors: black, blue, green, I think. I will link that down below. I do have an affiliate code for 15% off Okabashi sandals. Once I started wearing them, I love them so much. I got in touch with them and became an affiliate. So I can give you that code for 15% off. But my most exciting haul is that I recently got 2 new pairs of Okabashi sandals. Well, first are these. They're Samantha ballet flats. They sell ballet flats that are a solid rubber. They're made from some kind of recycled material. And I think they can be recycled when you're done with them. Like if you send them off to the company when they've gone through, they have a 2-year warranty, but let's say you're tired of them and they're worn out. I think you send them to them and they'll recycle them. So it's just a really cool company all the way around. But I have wanted these for ages because I thought they looked like the jelly shoes that I always wanted when I was a kid and never got. My mom thought jellies made your feet sweat and she never would let me get them. But now I have these, which are like jelly shoes. They have these little holes for breathing. I also like them because I understand from my research that this year and last year, I guess the mesh look, like a mesh fabric ballet shoe, has been very on trend. So in a way, I guess I feel like I'm following the trend. Also, pops of red and red are in. I got these actually because they were out of my size in every other color, but I'm very happy with the red. They also have a really pretty blush pink and a black and a blue, but in the end, I'm really glad I got red because They remind me of a couple pairs of red espadrilles I had back in the day that I used to absolutely love when I lived in a drier climate. But these are perfect. I can wear them outside in the damp Kentucky grass and go water my flowers or go do whatever. My kids and my husband all have Crocs, and I'm a huge believer in Crocs being the perfect shoe for my kids living out here in the country. They can just, it doesn't matter. They can get them dirty, they can get them wet. We just hose them off, and they're great shoes, but I can't quite bring myself to wear Crocs. These are just better, and I just like how they're more versatile. Like, I would probably wear Crocs outside, but I like to have a pair of shoes that I can wear multiple places, and these really fit the bill. Like, I'd wear these to church. I would wear these to go shopping. I would wear these on a date. I could also wear them in the yard, and I can then just hose them off or throw them in the dishwasher, and they're good as new. And they're very comfortable. I've been wearing them for a couple weeks now, and there's no rubbing, there's no slipping. They have that great interior support like my other sandals do that just seems to grab the arch of my foot. I am over 40 now, and I have noticed that my tolerance for wearing heels has declined with every year that I add to 40. I used to love wearing heels, but I'm all about these flats now. So if you're looking for comfortable flats, I also like in the spring and summer, I love sandals, but sometimes those times when I haven't had a chance to do my toes, pedicure, I love to have an option that breathes, that I can throw on that will cover my toes if they're not in their like perfectly pedicured state. I'm a big believer in keeping my toes neat and clean in the summer and my feet, but there's just those times when you're like, you just didn't have time to get to it. So these are perfect for that. And then my third pair, I got a pair of their Journey Shoreline Slim sandals. I am calling them my Saint-Tropez sandals. I absolutely love these. I am so thrilled to have them. I have wanted them for over a year now. They come in several different colors. These, I believe, are the copper. So it's like a copper color with a brown, but they've got some contrasting colors as well. They are very comfortable and walkable. I took a walk with my husband in these, and they were great. Whereas the leather ones I had years ago from a very high-end company, they used to just kill my toes in between here, but these are awesome. So, and I love feeling like I've brought a little bit of the south of France to my home in Kentucky. So I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna just give you a little fashion show of all these sandals to give you some ideas for how they look, and I couldn't recommend them highly enough. If you want to check out Okobashi's website, please do use my discount code for 15% off. I will link that down below. And I have included at the end of this video, stay to the end, because I've included a couple other options for shoes that I don't actually own, but that I think would be really cool. Land's End has some I'm going to show you, and also a really cool Spanish sandal company that ships within the USA for free. And so I'm going to show you those, so stick around to the end. Without further ado, let's get into it. Here are my red Samantha ballet flats, kind of like jelly shoes from Okobashi. So they just slip on really easy, and I've been really enjoying this little pop of red with all of the blue spring outfits that I've put together. They're really comfortable, and I am super happy with these. These are the Okobashi Venice sandals. I've had these for a year now, and they're just as comfortable as ever. And I really like how they look with all of my spring clothes, and I know I'll like them with my summer dresses too when I come to get those out. They're more like a flip-flop, without the thing that goes in between your toes. That's kind of how they feel. And then they do have some really nice arch support too. Here are the Journey Shoreline Slim sandals from Okobashi, the ones I'm most excited about this year. I'm so excited to have these sandals. I'm just going to pretend that I am living in the south of France this summer, because they're that traditional style from Saint-Tropez in the south of France. They're very comfortable. I've had no problems walking with them. Like I said, even going on like a 30-minute walk with my husband, they were really comfortable and they didn't bother in between my toes, which often with sandals like this, I find that to be a problem, but these were really great. And I love how they look as well. The cool thing about Okabashi sandals is that they're all about $25 a pair, and they run sales pretty often. And like I said, I have my discount code that you can use too for 15% off. They've got a 2-year warranty, and you can wash them in the dishwasher, which is amazing. So for a summer sandal, I feel like the price on these is really right, especially considering how durable they are. I've had bad luck with sandals in the past, just kind of falling apart because I'm wearing them out in my yard out here in the country, and they just can't stand up to the wet. So I love that about these Okabashis. A couple other things I wanted to show you. I do have these Land's End ballet flats, the first ones in the picture, and I've had them for years. They've held up really well. And then I noticed Land's End has done some mesh ballet flats this year. I hadn't noticed these before. Mesh ballet flats are apparently really, really on trend, and I think they look adorable. So if you're looking for a pair, or if you like how they look, Land's End has them in all the colors and for a really reasonable price compared to what they're going for elsewhere out there on the interwebs. And I can personally vouch for those first ones there with the elastic. And then look, these are adorable. These are new too. I hadn't noticed these before. They look like real ballet shoes in that blush color with a little bow. Oh, they are so cute. I could easily imagine wearing these in every color. I don't know what they're like. I don't have a pair myself, but I do really like the way they look. They come in like a silver and a blue. They're so pretty. Those are the ones I have, these ones, the comfort ones, and I can attest to they have held up really well, and they are very comfortable too. So I would recommend those if you're in the market for ballet flats this spring. A quick note on espadrilles. So you can find espadrilles a ton of places. This is a pair, I think they were J. Crew. The bottom, if it's a jute rope bottom and doesn't have a sole in it, that is like a mark of authenticity. That's how the ones I was used to from Spain were made. Now, this is a website called Avarcas USA, and they will ship within the United States. They sell espadrilles, and these kind that I'm showing here are called Avarcas, and it's like a traditional Spanish summer shoe, and they're handmade in Spain. And I think they are so lovely and charming. Here's their espadrilles. These are a little pricier, but if you're looking for like a classic summer shoe that was handmade in Spain, I think these are really lovely, or just this shape, this Avarca shape or espadrille shape. I just thought they were cool, and so I wanted to throw them in here at the end of this video about summer or spring shoes and sandals. They also have an outlet where they've, like seconds, things that didn't come out quite perfectly, so you can get a little bit of a discount on these. I love wearing these kind of shoes. They're perfect for like city walking, anywhere dry. Water is kind of the kryptonite of espadrilles, so it can't be a rainy day when you're wearing these. But look how adorable these are. So summery and fun, and so sort of like classic Southern Europe. So fun. I love this little pair. I love that blue and white print. That is so cute. Finally, I want to share with you my espadrilles. These aren't real espadrilles. They're from Land's End. They have a sole on the bottom, but they are very, very comfortable. And this is what I'm thinking of wearing to our derby party. This is a dress I've had forever, and the derby hat is from my mother-in-law. So I just wanted to share with that to you at the end. And if you celebrate the derby on Saturday, I hope that you have a great time. And I will see you next week. Take care, and bye for now. Please let me know in the comments if you've got any go-to sandals that you just love. I would love to hear about them. And please let me know if you've got any experience with Saint-Tropez sandals or Avarcas or Okabashi sandals or If this was helpful to you, I would love to know about that as well. And I hope you do try the Okabashi sandals. And I will see you again next week. I look forward to reading your comments. Bye.